Dear students, today we are going to listen about electric current through conductors, in which first we are going to derive small expression for electric current, which is equal to ANEVD. In this, A means cross section of the conductor, N means number of electrons in unit volume, E means charge of electron, Vd means what? Drift velocity. We know whenever a battery is connected to the conductor, then current will be formed from positive to negative. This is the direction of current. So through the conductor, the current is from A to B. But actually, current is formed because of the flow of charged particles. Then what are the charged particles in this conductor? Conductor is what? Metal. Metal में क्या charged particles होते हैं? Electrons होते हैं या protons होते हैं? Means electrons. Because protons cannot come out of the nucleus. If you are bringing outside nuclear protons from nucleus, means it is a nuclear reaction, but it is not easy to conduct a nuclear reaction. So that is why the charge carriers are only electrons. And in the current direction, no particle will travel in the metals. Instead, in opposite direction, electrons are drifting. But actually, we know in the conductor, electrons would be making random motion. But as we connected battery, because of the battery, potential difference has arisen here. Because of the potential difference, electric field is formed through the conductor, whose direction is from high potential to low potential. By that electric field, force is acting on the electrons, which are called free electrons, which are making random motion. So they are making random motion. At the same time, they are drifting opposite to current direction, and the drift velocity Vd. So they are drifting with velocity Vd. Then we have to get the current answer. To get the current answer, I am taking this piece of conductor AB, whose cross-sectional area is A, length is L. It has volume AL. You know, in unit volume, let us call here number of free electrons density. That is called N. N is called free electron density. N is called here free electron density. Means what? Number of free electrons present in unit volume. It depends on nature of the material. So that is why the material which we have taken here is having n number of free electrons per unit volume. But here the material consists of volume, how much? Cross-section area A, length L. So volume is AL. So in unit volume, n electrons are present. Means what? In AL volume, how many electrons will be present? ALN. Each electron has charge E. So ALN electrons will have how much charge? ALN E. So charge I found. Because I am going to derive expression for electric current na, electric current का general formula है charge by time. So charge I found. Which charge I am counting? This conductor has selected na. In that, how much charge is there which are drifting, which is drifting with velocity Vd. That amount of charge I calculated. How we calculated amount of charge? How we calculated amount of charge? I imagine in unit volume in this material, n number of free electrons. The electrons are only the charge carriers. They have charge. They are moving means what? Charge is moving. So charge is moving is what? Electric current. But electric current is from positive to negative. We define like that. But actually negative charge particles are moving B to A. So they are drifting. They are actually making random motion. While making random motion, they are drifting along with random motion. They are drifting in opposite field direction, because of which current is formed. So then, how many electrons are there in this conductor? In unit volume, n electrons are there. The volume of the conductor is cross-section area into length, that is A into L. In AL volume, how many electrons will be there? AL into N. Each electron has charge small e. So then ALN electrons will have charge ALN E. So this conductor consists of mobile charge, which is constituting electric current. How much charge that is? ALN E. And this charge has to cross this cross-section in how much time? If I consider electron here, that has to travel L distance to cross the cross section to come from right to left. Means what? This electron has to travel L distance with the speed Vd. So the time taken will be L by Vd. And if this electron is taking L by Vd time, this electron आगे रहने वाले electrons कम time में ही आ जाते हैं. मतलब क्या? Most time, maximum time for all these electrons to cross this cross section to come from right to left, maximum time is which is taken by this furthermost electron, that is L by Vd. So time taken is L by Vd, charge is ALNV. Then current should be charge by time. that is ANE by L by VD, but which is ANEVD. So this is the expression for current. So ANEVD, where A is a cross-section area, N is a free electron density, E is a charge of each electron, VD is a drift velocity, I is a electric current. So electric current is given by this expression. Next, we are coming to Ohm's law. Ohm has given one law regarding what, if any conductor is there here. See, this is a conductor which conducts current, and here battery cell we have connected whose voltage is 1.5 volt. When we connected 1.5 volt one cell, then through this how much current is passing? 1 ampere. This is, I am imagining. So if I connect two cells instead of one cell as a source of voltage, if two cells are connected, means what? 1.5 plus 1.5, 3 volt. That means I increased the voltage by double. 1.5 it was, that time current was an ampere. Now the voltage I increased by connecting one more cell along with this cell in series, then voltage become 3 volt, 1.5 plus 1.5. So when voltage is doubled, then current also will become double automatically. It was how much? 1 ampere. Now the current will become 2 ampere naturally. This is the Ohm's law. What is that? If you increase voltage, current also increases proportionately. Means what? The potential difference which you are connecting to the conductor for the formation of current is directly proportional to current passing through it. So, but the condition is what? As long as temperature, like physical conditions, remain constant. So that's why we can write Ohm's law mathematically like this. V is proportional to I. V is proportional to I, and this is as long as temperature remains constant. And V is equal to Ri. Here R is a proportionality constant, and it is called resistance of the conductor. It is a property of the conductor through which current is passing, to which we have given potential difference V. So that means what? If we give potential difference, current is the result, and R is the resistance of the conductor, which is determining how much the current should exist through the conductor. And resistance can be defined as it is an obstruction offered by the conductor to the flow of electric current. फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट को एक तरह का obstruction कितना प्रोवाइड कर रहा है वो कंडक्टर for the flow of current. That obstruction is called resistance. In one more way also can define. It is resistance is defined as ratio of potential difference to current. And unit of resistance is ohm. 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt by 1 ampere. Current is in ampere, we know. So that means what? We can define 1 ohm resistance. 1 ohm resistance is what? If we want to form the current through the conductor 1 ampere करंट बनाना चाहे तो कंडक्टर के द्वारा पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस 1 वोल्ट देना पड़ा तो वो कंडक्टर का रेजिस्टेंस 1 ओम माना जाएगा. सो दिस इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ 1 ओम रेजिस्टेंस. एंड हियर वन स्मॉल क्वेश्चन इज देयर. ओम्स लॉ में क्या बोले हम लोग? पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस एंड करंट आर डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल ना. सो व्हेनेवर टू क्वांटिटीज आर डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल, द relationship between them is called linear relationship. Means what? If you draw the graph between potential difference and current, the graph should be a straight line. Here V is taken on x-axis, I is taken on y-axis. Here there are two graphs. Means what? There are two conductors. For conductor P, this is the graph. For conductor Q, this is the graph. By seeing this graph, we have to tell which conductor has more resistance. Now, for that, what I am doing? I am drawing one horizontal line. Means what? This much is the current. Means what? Same current for both the points. One point is located on P graph, other point is located on Q graph. But for both the points, I made current same. Means what? Current I made constant. You know, R is equal to V by I. When current is made constant, R is directly proportional to V. Means what? Greater the potential difference, greater the resistance. So, in this point, 2 points, for which point greater voltage is there? This is the voltage axis. This is the voltage axis. For this point, voltage is this much. For this point, voltage is this much. Means what? In case of P, less voltage is there. In case of Q, more voltage is there for same value of current. So that means what? Greater the voltage, greater the resistance. No? As greater voltage is there for Q, so Q's resistance is greater. So this is answered. So in the P conductor and Q conductor, which has greater resistance? Q. And in this graph, voltage is taken on x-axis, current is taken on y-axis. Now what you can do here? I can draw a vertical line. So that vertical axis पर क्या लिया गया है? Current लिया गया है. Means what? For these 2 points, by drawing the horizontal line, I made voltage constant. Means what? For this point, voltage is this much, and for this point also, voltage is this much. Then current is greater for which? A. For A, current is more. Current means what? Height here. So means what? Current is more. Then resistance is proportional. No, resistance is equal to V by I. In that, what is made constant here? Same. Which quantity remains same for both? By drawing a vertical line, this horizontal intercept is same. Means what? Voltage is same for both the points. So voltage is maintained constant. Then R is inversely proportional to I. When voltage is constant here, R is inversely proportional to I. Means what? Greater the current, less is the resistance. And greater current is for A graph. Means what? Resistance is less for A graph, A material. And for B material, resistance is more. In that way, we can test which resistor is greater by seeing the two graphs. Next, deduction of Ohm's law. Just now we derived I is equal to A in EVD. This is which is the expression of electric current. And I is equal to A in EVD. In the place of VD, drift velocity answer we know E by M into 2, where E is electric field which is established through the conductor because of the potential difference which is maintained by battery. And E electron charge, M electron mass, 2 average time of relaxation. This is the expression for current. Now in this we can write this as A n E square by M. Electric field we can write as potential difference by length into 2. Then so A cross section area of the wire. If you are considering same wire, cross section will remain same, length will remain same, number of electrons per unit volume, which depends on nature, also will remain same. And E and M are the property of electron charge and electron mass, which is same. If you are maintaining potential difference, tau depends on temperature. If temperature is constant, average time of relaxation also will remain constant. Then everything will remain constant. Means what? I is proportional to V. So if you then V by I, if you write, we'll get this much. So this all is constant. M mass of electron. Any electron will have same mass. Any electron will have same charge, small e. Length of the conductor is same because we are maintaining same conductor. We are observing every time. When you are observing same conductor, its length will remain same, cross section area will remain same, and nature n, number of electrons per unit volume, which depends on nature, n also will remain same. And temperature same means what? Average time of relaxation same. Then everything will remain same. Means what? It is a constant. So V by I is a constant. That means V is proportional to I, which is Ohm's law. So in that way, we derived Ohm's law. We deduced Ohm's law from the expression of electric current and from by using drift speed expression also. Next point is now Ohm's law is studied. Now resistance is a property of the conductor. I told resistance, whose unit is ohm, it depends on length of the conductor. Now how it depends on length of the conductor, we have to check. To check that one conductor had taken whose length is L, whose resistance is R, whose cross section area is A, and a battery is connected whose potential difference is V across the conductor. Then current is here formed I. So then by Ohm's law, R is equal to V by I. Means what? I is equal to V by R. So V equal to Ri. This is equation 1. Now what I am doing, along with this conductor, one more conductor I am placing side by side, which is called series. Then total length become identical conductor. Total length of the complete combination become L plus L 2L. Length is increased. That means by adding one more identical piece, I made length double. Then same battery I am applying. Then current is say I dash because conductor length has increased now. How much current I don't know. That is why I imagine current as I dash. Now since these two pieces are uniformly made, potential difference which of the battery will be dropped, here 0, here V, and it will be distributed uniformly. So at V2 0 it is falling uniformly. So at the midpoint automatically potential will be V by 2. Because it is falling uniformly from V to 0. So at midpoint it should be V by 2 because both are identical conductors. V by 2. And now if you check one piece across which potential difference is V minus V by 2. So potential difference V minus V by 2 should be equal to current into resistance. Its resistance R we know, each piece is resistance. So resistance R and current passing I imagine as I dash. So potential difference V minus V by 2 is equal to R I dash. That means V by 2 is equal to R I dash. That means V is equal to R into 2 I dash. This is equation 2. Now from equation 1 and equation 2 we can get I dash is equal to 2 I dash is equal to I. That means I dash is equal to I by 2. So this current is I by 2. Then whole combination's resistance, let us imagine as R dash. Whole combination's resistance, if you imagine as R dash, then R dash is equal to potential difference we applied V. Current formed we imagine as I dash. So R dash must be equal to V by I dash. Then V by I dash means what? We already got I by 2. That is why I by 2. V by I by 2. That will become 2 into V by I. But V by I from equation 1, we got V by I is R. That is why V by I replaced R. So that means what? Resistance R dash of the combination now has become equal to 2R. Means what? Where R was the resistance of each piece. That means when length is increased by placing one more piece, so that length become double, 2L, then resistance R dash also become 2R. Means what? Resistance also doubled. That means resistance and length are directly proportional. If length is doubled, resistance also doubling. Now another property, resistance is inversely proportional to cross-section area. If cross-section area is more, resistance will be less. Now this to check one piece we have taken whose resistances are, I apply potential difference V and length of the conductor L, cross-section area is A. So then by Ohm's law R is equal to V by I. Because potential difference already is V, current form we imagined as I, so V is equal to IR, Ohm's law. Now I am putting these two similar one more wire side by side like this. Means what? Both ends are joined. These two ends are joined, these two ends are joined. For this combination I am connecting same battery. And let us imagine current as I dash. Now potential difference for both pieces is V to 0, V to 0, because potential difference is V now. So for this conductor also potential difference V. For this conductor also potential difference V, because both faces are connected between battery terminals only. So first ends are connected to positive, second ends are connected to negative. So between this conductor also potential difference V. For this conductor also potential difference V. And length L, same nature, same cross-section area. So it is having resistance R, it is also having resistance R. So through this I current should pass, because of we already structured. For one piece, if you connect potential difference V, current is I definitely. If resistance is R, then V is equal to IR. So here also if you check one piece, current also should be I. Here also current should be I. Because this piece both are same. Both have same length, same cross-section area. And same nature, same nature. And potential difference V. For this also potential difference V, because it is connected to battery. So through this current is formed I. So here also current is formed I. And through this also current formed should be I. Both are identical. That means our total current through this wire should be I plus I, 2I. Means what? I dash value is 2I. When I dash value is 2I, then potential difference V we can write as I dash into its combination of resistance, let us imagine as R dash. So V is equal to I dash into R dash. I dash is 2I, just now I got. So 2I into R dash. V is equal to. Now from equation 1 and equation 2, what we can tell? R dash is R by 2. That means what? Resistance of the combination has become R by 2. Piece resistance by 2. Means what? When cross section is made at 2A, A and A, 2A, then resistance become R by 2. Means what? Resistance is inversely proportional to cross section area. Next, resistance depends on length. Just now we studied resistance is proportional to L and resistance is proportional to 1 by A. So resistance is proportional to L by A. Then resistance is equal to some constant rho into L by A, where rho is called resistivity. So R equal to rho L by A. Here rho is called resistivity or specific resistance of the material. Rho is defined for material, R is defined for given substance. Now from this rho we can take out separately. Then rho is equal to RA by L. Then resistance unit is ohm, you know. Cross section area is meter square. Length is meter. One m got cancelled. Ohm meter we got. Means what? Unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Now to define resistivity, what we can make? If you make cross section area 1, L1, then resistivities will become equal to resistance. Means what? Resistivity is nothing but it is the resistance of the conductor whose cross section area is 1 unit, whose length is 1 unit. Resistivity of any material is defined as its resistance. Whose cross section area is 1, whose length is 1. Now resistance depends on 4 quantities. Just now we stated that it depends on length and cross section, and it also depends on temperature and nature. But resistivity depends only on temperature and nature, but not on length and cross section area. Now expression for resistivity. Just now we understood V by I is equal to R. So V means what? We put on for this length L, conductor, imagine conductor length L, cross section area A, and potential difference we are applying V to 0, that is potential difference V. Then inside electric field will be formed. Then the electric field is given by potential difference by length. That is why potential difference is want electric field into L. That's why potential difference in the Ohm's law potential difference is replaced with E by EL. And current expression already got A N E V D. Then this is equal to R. R means what? Rho L by A. So this equation is repeated here. by substituting their values. Then L by A got cancelled. E by NE VD is equal to rho. From this, rho is equal to E by NE VD. VD means what? Drift velocity answer, E by M into tau. Then E got cancelled, M by NE square tau. So this is the resistivity expression is M by NE square tau. From this expression, we can tell that resistivity doesn't depend on length and cross-section area. That is why I told here, resistivity depends only on temperature and nature, but not on length and cross-section area. Because resistivity expression में length में नहीं है, cross-section में नहीं है. So, and reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity sigma. So 1 by resistivity. Resistivity unit ohm meter na 1 by ohm meter. 1 by ohm we can call mho. And 1 by meter, meter power minus 1. Or mho is also called Simon. Yes, meter power minus 1. And one more quantity, mobility. Mobility means what? We know for every conductor, if you apply potential difference, current will be formed. Because what is happening, potential difference के कारण electric field बन रहा है. Electric field इलेक्ट्रॉनों को drift करा रहा है. Electron drift करे तो means what? Charge is moving. That's called electric current. Then we have to define mobility. Mobility of any electron is defined as if you apply unit electric field, how much drift speed that electron is getting. Unit electric field apply करने से drift speed कितना मिल रहा है, उसी को mobility बोलते हैं. या सीधे से बोलना है तो mobility is defined as ratio of drift speed by drift speed to electric field applied. So drift speed expression we know E by M into tau, and electric field is E got cancelled, E by M into tau. This is what mobility is equal to E by M into tau. In that E electron charge, M electron mass, which is a constant, means what? Mobility directly proportional to time of relaxation. Now for example, if we increase the temperature of the conductor, metal का temperature बढ़ाए मान ले. If temperature is increased, then what happens? Random velocities increases. Random velocities increase होगी तो short time में ज़्यादा collisions करेगी electrons random motion के कारण. ज़्यादा collisions करने से electrons मतलब क्या? Short time में ज़्यादा collisions what? Time of relaxation become less. When time of relaxation become less, then mobility also should become less. That is why if we increase temperature in case of conductors, then mobility decreases. Means what? They move slowly.